Paul, thanks for joining us on iFollow Ipswich, and we're coming to the end of our time here in Germany, but how have you found it overall?
I think it's been great. It's a really rare situation where there's not too much to do, as you can probably see. But it's been great just for work, and you get to see everybody's personality when you're in that environment. So I think it's really important for us as a team that everybody's is like this. And yeah, it's been good.
It's been hard work for the boys out there, hasn't it, on the training pitch? Certainly this week.
Yeah, I think it's normal, Grant. I think it's normal. I don't think you can say, okay, we take a foot off the gas, and it's hard work. Pre-season's hard. You train twice a day. You train hard. The intensity is high. The running's high. Everything you try and do, you try and be the best you can. I think that's been important for us.
How much of it is geared towards fitness? Because obviously there's a lot of messages you guys need to put across as well.
It's a mixture of everything, really. The fitness levels, the tactical stuff, the technical stuff, everything. But it's a way of life, really. You know, it's how you live your life and how you want to really buy into it and really embrace it. So I think that's a mixture of everything. I said when you have 30 odd people or 40 people in the one area, the one trip, and you're on top of each other all the time, you tend to find out a lot about people and how they react. And you let people be themselves, and then you see the good things and you see maybe the not so good things.
This has been your first pre-season as a manager since you were at Aston Villa, so how good has it been for you to get back out there and really try and put things across in pre-season?
Yeah, well, the last few ones have been hard because you never really get that time. You're always going in at a difficult time of the season. But that's the way it is. That's football, you know. And this is your first pre-season in a few years. But I've enjoyed it, you know. The country when I lived here was great for me. It taught me things that I never knew, and it taught me probably more values of what it's like living abroad. So yeah, it's a country I know really well, and as I said before, it's important to come and do the work.
I was going to say that it's a place that holds, I'm sure, very, very fond memories for you, but you know, it's something that really shaped you as a football manager and as a person as well, being here.
It made me grow up really quickly. I came here, I think, when I was 25, and it made me grow up really quick. The league was incredibly tough. I played with a fabulous team, a fabulous club, with an incredible fan base, and I still have a really good relationship with the club to this day. And what we won, the Champions League, is the best that any footballer can win in Europe. So, but I played with some great world-class players. As I said, the team itself was a fabulous team, great manager, and the fan base was extraordinary. But it definitely made you grow up really, really quickly. And yeah, I've probably had some fond memories here, that's for sure.
Back to the training this week, it has been hard, but you can sort of see that the lads have bonded. People like James Norwood have come in, and he really didn't take much time to get used to everybody, did he?
I think it took Norwood a millisecond, I think, to come out his shell. So I think he'll do great for us. As I said, it's important for everybody to really mix. As I said, you're on top of guys 10 days, 24/7. There's no getting away from it. You have to love each other and really, really get on. Not just players, but staff as well. It's a mixture of the whole package, really. And I think they've applied themselves really, really good. We're still a few weeks away before the end of the season, but they've put a really hard work ethic into training and into the game.
He joined us in the last couple of days, Luke Garbutt. What do you like in him that you've seen enough to bring him here?
I just think he's an incredible left foot. He puts incredible balls into the box. His delivery's fantastic, and I think he needs somewhere to settle as well. Like, he's always been out and low, but he's a technically really, really gifted footballer. Really good. Set plays are excellent. Delivery of the ball is excellent, and hopefully he'll add something to it. So I'm looking forward to working with him, actually.
We spoke to him yesterday, and he said he played a left back and further forward for Oxford last year, so it must be ideal for you to have a player with a bit of versatility there.
I think, yeah, you know, if players can do it, I think it's great. But I know where I want to play him and what role I want to play him. But I think, as I said before, his delivery from the wide areas, or whether it's left back, whether it's left wing, his delivery is fabulous. So he'll be an asset too, that's for sure.
As you said, he's had a few clubs and he's gone on loan a few places, but he is coming to the end of his contract at Everton, so potentially a longer term spell here if everything goes well.
It's a lot of water has to go under that bridge to see where he goes with it. But as I said, as a guy, as a professional footballer, as somebody that wants to do well, then as I said, I'm really looking forward to working with him. So I think he'll be, along with Norwood and Holy, really good assets.
Tomorrow we go into the Intervetten Cup in Meppen, and first game up for Fortuna Düsseldorf, and
yeah.
I'm sure that's one that everyone's looking forward to, a really tough fixture.
Listen, it's an enormous task. They're a top Bundesliga side, they're really good. I've seen them play, I went to watch them train, I met the manager, the coach. It's a really tough game, but it's a great game for our young ones to go and see what it's really like at that top level. But we can, as long as we compete and we put on a good show, when we get the fitness out, it's great. The Paderborn game was saying they're a good side, Bundesliga side. And we're a young side still learning, still on the way up. On any given day you can win any game, but the experience of playing different type of football against a top Bundesliga side it's really, really exciting. I think for the team it's exciting, for the guys it's exciting, the tournament's exciting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. Other
than obviously the quality that they bring, what else do the German sides, as a contest, what would they give us that maybe sides back home wouldn't do?
It's just a different game. The ball doesn't move any slower. The ball just moves as quick as what it does. Physically, they'll be big lads that do it. They'll play a little bit differently. They'll be patient with the ball. They're a good side, Düsseldorf. They're a really good side. They said they've got a cracking stadium in Düsseldorf. I've been there, been to their training ground, so I know, as I said, a lot about it. But it's a tough game for where the two clubs are.
A number of supporters, I think, travelling over for this game as well, so I'm sure it'll be nice to see them again.
I think what I do think is great is the two clubs have got a great relationship. So I think it'll be a great atmosphere there with the two teams. So I know the Düsseldorf fans came over and when we played Rotherham game, I think it was, and the atmosphere was fabulous. So if we can keep that bond and that connection with the two clubs, not just this year but for years to come, it's going to be a great asset. So, but listen, it's pre-season. The result never matters. It's the fitness and a way of playing, and everybody's enjoying the football. And when it starts for real, that's when it matters.
So we are 3 weeks away from it. It's starting for real. How happy are you with your squad and the way it's taking shape?
I think some really, really good things. Some things we still have to work on. I think we might need one or two more in to help us. On that side, I think we have to look as well to see what we can do. We can't go crazy with money, that's not the case. But the way the lads are playing and their overall game is really pleasing. Just one or two things we have to iron out.
Obviously with the window extended to the end of August, that gives you a bit of extra time as well, doesn't it? And do you expect sort of things to fall after the Championship and Premier League windows close?
The windows are hard. It's a hard window. Sometimes you need a few windows to get your own stamp, but we have to make available what we can do. We can't, as I said before, we can't go out and focus on lots of money. It's not that way. We have to develop lads as well, but also be a good team. I think we'll be a good team. I think we've got great energy and great drive for the game. We'll make mistakes, being young is what we are. There comes a point where, okay, no, you're only young when you're 17, 18. We've got young players who have not played many games, who are 20, 21. So we have to get the experience into them as well, and they have to learn the trade. They have to grow up really, really quickly. And yeah, but I think football-wise, I think we're looking okay at the minute.
Those young guys might need to learn quickly, will they, this season?
Yeah, they will. Yeah. As soon as you step into a first-team environment, I think it brings you on, and you do grow up quickly. I think Dobra and Idris have been great. Bailey have done great. been right out the 23s and 18s and come right over. So I'm really happy with it. As I said, but they need time. They need time to develop as well. You can't hang your hat on them guys for 60 odd games. It's an impossibility. So, but as long as they develop and learn and keep learning, then they could be good players.
As well as players you've had coming in, you've also had players coming back. Hemire's trained well, and Jack seems to have come back well from his back injury. So almost like two new signings there.
If we can keep them fit and the lads keep doing what they're doing, they've got two really good players in their hands. Jack, I saw enough of last season to think that the lad can be a really good player, and he's unfortunate with his back injury. Emir, I always knew he was a good player, but hasn't played for nearly 2 years. It's a long, long time out, but I'll give him a lot of credit. He's really missed a day since we've been back through an injury where it must have been incredibly tough for him getting through psychological barriers, the knee blown up or the no feeling good about yourself, and then the knee breaking down again, and all those factors going through his head. So, but in this moment, he's sustained it.
If everybody is fit and ready to go, you've got a bit of a headache, haven't you, in certain areas of the pitch, certainly midfield?
Midfield, we're overflowed, without a doubt. I think we're still light in one or two areas. Midfield and centre midfield, I think we're well equipped on that area, so I don't have a problem with that. One or two little areas that I think need a little bit of strengthening, and yeah, but that's often time that'll balance itself out.
So with that, do you expect players to go out on loan at some point?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'd have to wait up and then look at the squad. And I think it's good enough or not, and then I can see if the younger lads need experience before they come back in, or they're ready now. Only the next few weeks will determine that.
Just finally, obviously we've had our 10 days over here. You looking forward to getting back and getting onto familiar territory again at Playford Road?
I'm looking forward to getting back. That's a good question. For me, it's easy because I used to live here, so it's easy for me to say I could easily stay here again. So to go back, you go back to your own surroundings, then it becomes normal again. The training ground every day and playing the games and training, and then before you know it, it's on you. So, but I've really enjoyed it. Guys have been great. Everybody in the hotel have been really nice with us. I think the hospitality we've received has been fabulous. I think, as I said, the staff, everybody's been really good. So I think it's been a really worthwhile exercise, and we've had fun. It's not just been always football. There's been fun in there as well. So yeah, and if we can finish it off and play well tomorrow, great. And then we come back and then we're ready to go on Monday, and then go home, and then it starts again. So it's been worthwhile.